DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First play, and it's second down now. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw caught by Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Lawrence completes it to Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to 46. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? What we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Now it's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Lewis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Buccaneers, 49.
Now Lawrence. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Dances by him. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 70 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Bucs sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 145 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Saunders, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's Achane to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Achane on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise on the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been playing this entire game.
Yes, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Stay 50.
To throw is Stafford. High up there to grab it. They have the out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Stafford now on second down. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Mevis knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really the...
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. That makes this a 9-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Saunders, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
32.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Mevis knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
What luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll dump this off to A-Chain. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Tampa. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
He's got a man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try to run it. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Hands it off out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. A give, running right, A-Chain. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there. Third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7.
Stay 50.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
A second down pass, but it's incomplete.
Remember, one-score game in the second half. Now's not the time to force the football to places where they shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Lawrence. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They got one big call left. Here we go.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That's the simple question. Why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. This is 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Split them here on this drive. Get out of here with a win. Ready? 22.
Stafford. Completed to Hyatt.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
All eyes on Andrew Mevis. It all comes down to this kick. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. This one probably was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other.